Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to my A Gentleman's Guide to Cozy Living series. In today's episode I'm going to be talking about new change and embracing change, as well as changing your routine. And so throughout this video I am going to give you an update of how I have coped with new change and establishing a new routine due to passing my driving test and now having access to a car. So without further ado, let's take it away. So now that I am home from work, this feels a bit weird because normally I do a workout Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday, or I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And obviously every time I've been to the gym, I tend to go to my favourite cafe and then read my book, have a latte. And so now I've done the gym, I've been to work, and now I'm home. I am unsure what to do with myself, and I suppose this is something of trying to start a new routine, and maybe it's time to just rethink what I want to do with my time and what I value the most. I am going to read for a little bit just to keep in that rhythm of reading in the morning and still enjoying reading. Otherwise, I know I will just sit down for 3.5 to 4 hours before going back to work at 1 o'clock. So I want to be able to do things that I still enjoy with the time that I still have, but it's just going to be in a different way. It's going to be at different times compared to what I've been used to the last 6 to 8 months of enjoying going to the gym, having my coffee, having a bite to eat, reading my book and doing a food shop maybe afterwards. So it's time to see what my new routine will look like. So I've made a vague plan and I thought I'd go through it with you. So to begin with, I've just noted down what I was going to do each day of the week, Monday to Friday, what am I typically doing each day. So I'm basically working, cleaning, breakfast club, teaching assistant, after school club, and then I'm also doing some house chores when I can, eating. I know that sounds silly to put in there, but obviously you need to schedule when you're going to eat sometimes. You know, if you're working a split shift like I am, it's good to plan where you're available to eat. Scrolling through my phone, so obviously that's what I'm doing quite a lot of the day, watching YouTube, reading, and then there might be some other vague things I might do as well. And so then the next part of with your new routine or starting a routine is what would you like to add to your day. So for me, I want to record and edit videos more often. So with the time that I have free now, having now 3.5 hours, I will be able to either record a small amount of footage or I'll be able to edit some of my videos that I need to edit. Also, I want to be able to take some photos, whether that is for social media or just for my own benefit, as well as to learn something new or to improve on. So I have begun a free 1-month trial with Skillshare, and with that I want to see what skills that I want to enhance or any other skills that I want to learn that I've not come across before, or wanting to learn just something completely new. And that's what Skillshare is all about, really. And so from my typical work day, or typical week day I should say, and then what I want to add into my day, I started to create an idea of a routine. So what I've got that's not highlighted is things that I'm definitely doing. So for example, 8 till 9 a.m. is breakfast club. That can't change. That is part of my fixed routine. 1 till 10 past 3, it's being a TA. Again, that's fixed. After school club is fixed time. Cleaning is a fixed time. And so everything that is highlighted in green is something that can be played around with a little bit more. Also, what I've added in of what I want to do. So for example, the 6 a.m. to 7 a.m, that's the gym. That can be, and I've not highlighted it there, but it can also be moved around a little bit if I need to. So for example, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 a.m, 7 a.m. Then the next day, Tuesday, and then the Thursday it'll be in the gym, so I'll be up maybe at 7 o'clock in the morning instead, and then get myself ready to work for that 1 hour of breakfast club, which then follows to around 9 to a.m. is having breakfast and doing any chores, and then about 7:45 dinner time. That might change and fluctuate depending on what time I finish work. 8:30, so any more editing, or I need to on a Thursday publish ready for the Friday, but I'm also still thinking of changing my publishing days to a Saturday rather than a Friday. But just let me know down in the comments if you prefer to watch on a Friday evening or during a Saturday, as that will also help me to determine whether I want to publish on a Saturday or continuing with Fridays. One thing that I want to mention as well with having a new routine or creating routine, that it is going to be difficult to stick to it, or sticking to it I should say, and I think that's because you know how it's going to work out, and I think my best advice is to make sure not to feel too downhearted or too upset that you've not really stuck to it, because you're actually still figuring out what's actually best for you. That previous routine, before passing my driving test, before having the car, it took me a while to figure out, okay, I do this, and then I started to slowly build up on that routine of going to work, going to the gym, going to my cafe shop, reading, food shopping, home, work, and then also trying to fit in my editing, which would typically be the days that I don't go to the gym. And so now it's just about re-establishing what you want to work, and whatever doesn't work, that is fine. You found out it doesn't work, so you can just scrap it, to be honest. So the next time I will see you will be another update of how my new routine is, and I hope you are enjoying the video so far. This morning, so which is still the same routine for me because nothing has changed for a Sunday, is that I like to read a book as soon as I wake up in the morning. So I will make myself a cup of tea. I will also have one of the books that I'm currently reading. So as you can see, I'm still reading Water Moon at the moment, and I like to read as long as I can for it, and I've noticed that I feel better for doing so rather than just reaching towards my phone in the morning and scrolling for minutes, if not for at least an hour and a bit, of just consuming content. And for me, this hasn't been very progressive into what I want to do or for the goals that I've set for myself. And so Sunday for me is just sitting back, winding down, reflecting on the week. Right now I'm just chilling in our garden, trying to soak up this new spring sun that we are having, and just trying to relax for a little bit while it feels nice and calm. So when it comes to routine, I think it's important for everyone to have some sort of routine in their life, and for me, I do like to have that flexibility. So for me, Saturday and Sunday is kind of like my flexible days, if you like. So right now, I think for me it's important to carry on what I want to do, and I think that's what's one of the key features of routine, is to do the things they either 1, need to do, or 2, want to do. And it's okay, I think, to ruffle the feathers, honestly. It's important to have that change and to experience change, because if you don't experience change, life, I think, can become quite stagnant. But also, upon reflecting that, I think if it's negative change and with what's going on around the world, it can be obviously harder for those who are experiencing more difficult times than myself. And so upon that, I am grateful for where I am, for who I am as well. And so I think it's also important to remember how lucky I am to be able to create video content, to be able to live my life how I want to, and also to try and be my authentic self as much as I can be as well. Yeah, come here. Good boy. Oi, to me. Come here. Go on then. Go, go, go. Are you ready? Ready. I wanted to give a bit of an update, if you like. So for you, it's literally just been a couple of seconds, but for me, since last recording, it has been nearly 2 weeks now. This Friday will be 2 weeks. I thought it'd be outside because it's finally spring and it's actually quite nice. There's a lot of things starting to bloom now, which makes me feel a bit more better, a bit more happy. I wanted to be very realistic with my routine to all of you. Right now, it is still up in the air. That is the reality. It's not this perfect structure that I did have before having my car. And I have been going to the gym in the morning before 6 o'clock. I think I've been the Friday, which is you've seen it. And then I went Monday. And then I went during the day on Tuesday, but I got the bus on Tuesday. And then I think it was Friday last week, I drove down after 9 o'clock. I drove down, went to the gym, had my latte, hello Blaze, had my latte, bit of food shopping, and then now we're on to this week. So today it is let me check the date. Hang on Blaze, give me a chance. Oh, stop it. It is the 19th of March. I've noticed with myself that when I have this time, if I go to the gym in the morning at 6 o'clock, I am starting to procrastinate a lot. And I think that is because I feel like I'm going back a step, if that makes sense. So for me, during this last year and a half, I was on a college course for work, and then last June I was doing my driving lessons, so I had something near enough every day. And then it got me thinking, do I need to be productive every single day? I'm very fortunate to be in a job where I can work from 7 till 8 for cleaning, 8 till 9 for breakfast club, and then I'm teaching assistant from 1 till 10 past 3, after school club assistant from 10 past 3 to it's about 6 o'clock. And then I want to clean the evening as well. So I can either clean from 6 till 8 in the morning, or 7 till 8 morning, 6 till 7 evening, as long as I do my 2 hours. And so it did get me thinking, having this, what I call extra time. It's not really extra because everyone gets the same amount of time, it's just extra to me. Yes, I'm stroking you, don't worry. And so for me personally, it's now a matter of being able to do something. I'm not sure what I want to do, and I think it will all come down to filming a bit more. So right now, done a workout this morning, done work, have a breakfast, now I'm filming, and this video won't be out until next week. So by the end of next week, there'll be a full update of how I've coped for March, which is weird that March is ending a week on Monday already. But routine-wise, work's still the same because it's there, if you like. I think it's just finding something that I can settle into. I think that's an important thing about a routine. And I think also when you're trying to rearrange your routine, when you rearrange your life, if you like. So for example, me having access to my car, being able to drive, it does open a lot of doors, but it's also made me feel I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know where to go, what to see. And so it kind of opened it a lot, and I don't know what to do with it. And that's another part of a routine, is maybe having that familiarity each day, which is obviously important for everyone, and how it can work. And then I think as well, another example is if you've moved to university, if you are moving house, if you're changing job, you are going to establish a new routine. I think that's something that I've not seen on social media, and especially here on YouTube, is that I can type in a new routine onto YouTube, and then I will scroll down and it'll be this routine for that. And I'm like, well, what about establishing a new routine? Yes, you can establish a routine, but there isn't the talk between going from an old routine to a new routine and how it can affect people. What's Blaze doing? What are you doing, Blaze? Hey? And so I think it's important, really. So my update for so far is that everything feels a little bit petong at the moment. And so right now I feel okay, I think, but we shall see. And I think that's another thing about routine. Everyone thinks it's like a repetitive pattern, and for me, I like semi-structure. So that's something I have establishing semi-structure where I can be flexible with. So far it's not too bad. We shall see next week, so I shall see you in a few seconds. For me, it will be a week. Hello, so it's the 26th of March and nearly over, like I said previously, and I just want to give an update of my routine. So from the structure that I showed you at the beginning of the video, I've kind of stuck to it, and I've noticed with myself it has been a matter of how I feel depending on the day. So for example, I work from 1 till 6, and then I can feel very tired and lethargic and just want to just go home. And so I've noticed that I don't tend to clean in the evening, I'll just clean in the morning. And it has been okay because I still managed to get everything done. It's not what I wanted, but at the same time, I'm still able to get things done. So I'm okay with that, to be honest. I'm not trying to let it get to me in a sense. So what I decided to do instead is follow my routine that I vaguely wrote out in a book. And I went back over with this book, so Atomic Habits by James Clear, and I actually really recommend this book a lot. I really enjoyed reading it. I've got a lot of annotations in there, a lot of highlighting, bookmarked a lot of pages. Each tab here is a different colour for a different thing, so that is to do with quotes that I liked throughout the book by different people that the author quoted on, or his own quotes, general interest areas of what I found quite interesting, task slash activities I like to do. So there's a few things where he has a few activities in the book. One of them is habit stacking, and that's what I tried to do with my routine. So it'd be the gym in the morning, then work, and then I said to myself, right, from 9:15 to 10 o'clock, I'll have my breakfast. And then straight after breakfast, that's when I will do some recording or some editing. And so now it is just after 11 o'clock, and I've just been finished editing off this video. So as of recording right now, I'm pretty much done with the video. I just want to give a last minute update. And then I've got meanings slash science. So there's a lot of science literature in here where he's used a lot of research from animal studies to human psychology studies, which I found quite interesting, as well as a couple of points of interest. So I would actually really recommend this book. I would recommend habit stacking. So the way it is that you do one thing and it can lead to another. So what I'd do is, for example, you might get up in the morning, make my bed, and then I get dressed and breakfast, brush my teeth. Those are all habits. But say, for example, you didn't make your bed, for example, you just got out of bed and you had breakfast, and then you brushed your teeth and went to work. So what you could do instead is, right, I will get up, have a breakfast, brush my teeth, and then I'll make my bed, as I'm mentally prepared to make my bed a little bit after, as a bit more awake. And then what you can do, if you want to add an extra habit on top of that one, is, say, for example, if you want to read in the evening, he suggested to place a book of whatever you're reading either on your bed or next to your bed. Personally, I've not found this useful, but it is each to their own. For me, having my book, I tend to carry that in my bag, and so when I have long periods of time where I need to wait for somewhere, or I'm travelling on the bus, or I'm at a cafe, or I'm at work, that's when I'll read. So it depends what your habits are, which can then align with your routine. And I don't want my YouTube videos to all be about self-help and everything. I just want this mini-series to be for a general audience to be more inspired, and I hope you have been inspired by this video. I know it has been a very long video. I've been and rewatching it with editing, and I am now sick and tired of my own voice. I hope it has been useful, and if you have made it this far, hello, welcome to the 1% club of people who stay to the end of the video, and that makes you one of the best people on my channel. So congratulations, and thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. And leave a comment down below of any tips and tricks or habits that you do for your routine, if you have any, and any advice you'd give to someone else, or even to me, for example. And also comment down below what you'd like to see next for A Gentleman's Guide to Cozy Living. I know I have got a few more ideas so far of what I want to do next, and I'm looking forward to filming and recording them. And if you're new here, hello, and thank you for sticking around to this video, and please hit the subscribe button, as it would help me much indeed. And I shall see you next time.